Bienvenidos. Soy la Bruja Espinada, and I am here with your message of the week. So let's get started. When asked what is needed for this week, what came out was the Wheel of Fortune. So what the Wheel of Fortune is telling you is that there's change coming. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's a wheel. It's cyclical. It's always changing. And what it brings attention to is change and to go with the flow. The thing is that if you notice in this card, every single suit is here. So it's blades, the rods, coins, elixirs. So it has to do with all the different elements: earth, air, fire, water. And it's showing here that there's a hand that's reaching for one of these things. You don't know where the wheel will stop. And it doesn't always stop in the same place. So that's what it's telling you. Not only do you have to be going with the flow to be ready to receive whatever comes to you, but it's also saying that you need to be aware of how you treat others. This is not only just about change and highlights good fortune, but good fortune in the sense that you have made the attempt to be good to others. If you're good to others, others will be good to you. So this is like, it also highlights a lot of karmic connection, a lot of karmic vibes around this time. So whatever it is that you're doing, do it with kindness. On that note, how do we get this? How do we get to the point of going with the flow to get this change? What came out was the Two of Coins, the Two of Elixirs, and the 10 of Elixirs. I'm going to read them in order. So what came out first was the Two of Coin. The Two of Coin has a lot to do with balance, balancing things out, and it's really, really hard, especially when you're going through a lot of change and you see all the elements here. You have to focus on everything: emotion, personal connection, work, money, health. It's a balancing act. That's also what has to do with the Wheel of Fortune. It has all these things are in your life that make you who you are and the things that you deal with. So it's a balancing act. You really have to, in order to focus on positive change, you really need to start working on trying to balance all these things out. But not just that. It's, if you feel like you're kind of in a rut right now, make a different decision. Try something new. Think outside the box. Be creative. Do something different. It's also about choices. So trying to choose something out of the ordinary that will help you find a better outcome if you are currently in the struggle. Along with that came the Two of Elixirs. The Two of Elixirs has a lot to do with connection. And it's also saying that kindness and patience is needed. So remember, this talks about karmic vibes. Be kind and patient, especially when you are working on building a connection or are kind of in a rocky state currently. Just try to focus on kindness and patience, and good things will happen. And if it's not typically the way that you go about things, maybe it needs to be. Keep an open mind, pretty much. And then there's the 10 of Elixirs. The 10 of Elixirs is a very, very positive card. And this also highlights that respect, a lot of mutual respect, happiness, comfort. This is like a very, very positive card. So it's highlighting that there's a lot of good fortune when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of good changes are coming. But remember, keep an open mind. Try to work on creating harmony and balance within your life, not just with others, but for yourself. Maintaining that kindness and patience when you're trying to make connections. And good things will keep coming. Good things are going to keep manifesting for you. This is a very, very positive card. It's very, very abundant, emotionally, monetarily, So remember, as change comes, because it is coming, change is constant, try to focus on those things. Now, what is it that you need to give in order to acquire all of this? What came out is the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins is another very, very positive card. And it's funny that this came out on what needs to be given, because actually what it's asking you to do, it's asking you to take a step back and to start enjoying the fruits of your labor. This is about abundance. This is about already, you haven't like totally completed what it is that you're working on or what you've been manifesting towards. You're almost there. But it's saying that, you know what, you're so close and there's so much that you've accomplished. Just take a step, take a moment. It's what it's asking you. Take a small moment to look back and appreciate and be prideful of everything that you've worked so hard for and how far you've come and how you've overcome so many struggles. That's what this is telling you, to take a small time to reflect on everything that you have been able to accomplish and how far you've come. But not only that, it's also if you're still trying to make a decision about something, you're still in that like, should I not? What should I do? Should I move forward? Should I stay back? This is actually telling you, like, if you need like a little push or a little bit of advice, this is actually saying that the best investment that you can make right now is in yourself. So if you haven't been putting enough time into you, right now is the time to do it. Just remember that if it feels like things are tough, everything that you are doing currently should be for the betterment of yourself and your best investment to get what it is that you need to be happy, whether it's with work, relationships, money, whatever it is. Your best investment is you. So as long as you continue to work on bettering yourself, you will have good fortune. You will be able to find that balance, make connections, and attain all of this abundance. Okay? On that note, when asked of the oracle what the lesson is for the watchers this week, what came out was memory and faith. This is just reinforcing everything that we've seen on what is needed, on what has to do with a lot of this. So along with the Nine of Coins, memory is telling you, so the lesson is that you actually need to look back. Take a moment to look back and reflect on your past. Think on your favorite moments. This is a time of reflection and recollection. So, but it's not saying recollect, because oftentimes a lot of the changes that we go through and the decisions that we have to make and the connections that we've had to build and break down have not been good. But that's what this is telling you. It's actually saying, look at all the good that came from it. Don't worry about all that bullshit. Worry about the good shit. Worry about the good things. Worry about, just think about and appreciate and really focus on the positive that came out of it. And as sad as it is, yes, horrible things can happen. Horrible things have happened. But there's always a little bit of good that came out of it. You can't have good without bad, otherwise it wouldn't be good. That's what this is telling you. Take a moment to reflect on good times that you've had, places, moments, people, whatever it is. Take that time. Look back and just be prideful of everything that you came out with and that you came out on top. Along with that came faith. Faith is telling you that when all else has failed you, think about it, recollect, recall everything. When all else has failed, it asks you to be true to yourself, to believe in yourself, to believe in your vision, and to believe in your faith. The faith that you've had in yourself. And sometimes it's the faith that you know that you'll come out on top. Sometimes we go through situations that we don't realize that if we'll see another day. And yet we do. You wouldn't be here today watching this if you didn't have some sort of faith that you would still be alive the next day, to see the next day. Along with that is the message from Divine. And who came out was Rita of Cassica, who is the patroness of impossible causes. Her message is, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Her message is that she asks you to never give up on what we want for ourselves. She's about the miracles that happen when we choose to be steadfast about something or someone. Now, sometimes a lot of the choices that we made have given us ill fortune rather than good fortune. And that's not to say that you should stick to a toxic situation. That's not what it's saying at all. What it's saying is, if you choose or request from a higher power that you want happiness, if you're not specific, and this is why manifestation is very important, because if you say, I just want to be happy, then the universe is going to give you what it believes is going to make you happy. And sometimes what you believe is going to make you happy isn't really going to make you happy in the end, at least not within a certain situation or with a certain person. So just have faith. Have faith in yourself above all else. That's what it's telling you. Don't give up on the idea that you can't be happy, because you can, as long as you continue being and choosing kindness, patience, going with the flow, with that change, and manifesting good things, looking back and appreciating the people, the moments, all those good things, and especially above all else, maintaining faith in yourself and believing in yourself. Good fortune is yours. So I hope that message helps, and I'll see you guys next week.